GRWM is for. Today I am wearing some old favorites. They're not that old, but older. This is a shirt that I got through Wantable, 78 and Sunny, I think, but it's one of the off-the-shoulder sweatshirts. I'm kind of doing the throwback. We watched Flashdance last night. Not all of that really holds up. Some of the squeaky things, but the music is phenomenal. So anyway, starting with the Yves Saint Laurent, the Blur primer, the gold Blur primer, Blur. If you can see, I've used a nice amount of it. Very exciting. I have my skincare on, and I don't have any sunscreen today. It's raining. It was raining this morning when we got up. So my puppy and I, we put on our raincoats and we went outside. It was very nice. This is one of the, it is a scented product, but I don't mind it and it dissipates. So anyway, there is the Blur primer. Yay! We've been going back through some of the older movies and trying to see how they hold up and like what might be interesting to be as a remake, that sort of thing. Fenty, the Ease Drop, doing a couple lines of Fenty. I'm just trying to visit all the old things and see, you know, both from a makeup perspective, what am I not using that I really loved? What films can we look at for inspiration? All sorts of things. So anyway. Okay. I think that works. And then some powder, just the Lawless. This is in shade Light. This is the perfecting powder. Talc free, skin smoothing, and light. And we've got quite a big divot in it, big pan. So I'm gonna powder this down. And then we'll apply some blush. I'm getting ready today. I'm gonna be doing a lot of phone calls today. Writing related. So, gonna practice my phone voice. Okay, there's some powder. Tried and trusted Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Bronze and Glow. One of my faves. I'll do the highlighter first. It's a light enough, gentle enough highlighter that you can go a little bit more with it. It's not going to get too terribly much. Well, it can. I mean, if I sit there and just layer it, it can. But mostly it's a very forgiving product. The one thing about products that are kind of your tried and true ones is you know how they behave for the most part. Only if you're using them as something new or something strange is going on with your skin or with one of your base products, like if you're trying a new skincare product. Okay, to Charlotte. And then we're going in for the one size. This is the Freaky Peach. because we're gonna have kind of a brownie look today. These are really nice. Maybe we'll pat one on. Coming into my eye just a little bit to warm that. I was almost in the mood not to talk today, but at the last moment I decided to. So, just tap some of the cream. Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. This is the... Maybe just a little bit more there. Okay. What I appreciate about these is not only the fact they have your blush, a colored highlighter, and then the cream. The cream is covered, and all of the formulas are really good. And all of your products are all in one, so one-stop shopping. I appreciate that. All right, so eyeballs. I am reaching for the Colourpop. This is the Child palette. Grogu. The Charlotte Tilbury palette that just launched is quite a bit like this one. I think this is better. Just the color, the different color varieties, you get more saturation there. But no shade on Charlotte per se. You know, your mileage may vary. But I've been liking using the things that I have. And so this was one of them. So we're gonna go in this central color that is the green. Now we could also go in if we were just doing a completely brown look. There's a color that's a good transition color that's in that light brown family too. But I kind of wanted to go in the green. Okay, now we can go dark green and then sparkly green and then one of the lighter greens or the icy kind of light green. We're just gonna play. But as you can see, you could do a completely brown to your kind of tan and then sparkly color. You could stay totally neutral with this. I'm going to go to the dark green first, the matte. And I have more of a stiff brush. Side. Coming up towards the brow bone a little more. And then lining. And I think we'll have a little bit of liner also this morning. I'm all messed up. I've had 2 cups of coffee too. All right, so here are some options. So we could just keep it matte. This is the matte with sparkle in it. Then we have this more of a mint, and then this one is lighter, and it's a little more like a flaky. And then this is the top, more icy, with just a hint of green. Technically, we could use all of these if we wanted to, but let's go ahead and use this deeper one closer to the center, and then we'll pick either the lighter green or the whiter. All of the excitement. We took our dog. There's a botanical garden that every last Sunday of the month they allow dogs and they do special things. This had a mariachi band playing, and we were walking around the gardens. It was really nice. It wasn't rainy. It was just kind of lightly cool, like perfect weather to be out. But then our dog stepped on a bee, and so one of the garden rangers had to come and apply some salve to her paw. So I felt really bad for her, but she's fine now. Just a little painful at the time. And puppies, they'll sit there and lick it and worry it. And we used to be all sad for them. So anyway, we cut it a little bit short, but we'd already had a really good time, so it wasn't too bad. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the more icy white color. Let me put down my brush, because I think I want to just have it pop just a little bit, so it has just a little tinge to it. But okay, I think you can see that from there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. So that's GRWM. The Child is the palette. Colourpop. Now I'm going to drop into a little bit of liner from Colourpop. There's more green and then there's more blue. Let's do the green. Put down my mascara. Tend to hold on to things while I can just put them down. Okay, so here we go. I also could do a brown if you wanted to, but since we're doing the greens, I figure we'll just go all the way. Very smooth. They've got a fairly fine point on them. But very creamy, very easy to line, but they set down pretty quickly. Okay, yay. All right, now lipstick. All right, so we're moving out of the Colourpop. Let me two here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Island Dream. This was a limited edition, but I really love this, and I love the shade, the bronzy brown. And then I'm gonna see if I need to top it with something. Now I did not line. I could do the Wherever Walnut, but I didn't want to line. I wanted to have it be kind of where it'll just wear very lightly. Let's see, so we could do one of the NYX glosses. I've had the Glam Light, the birthday cake out. This has a very, very shiny shine on it, so maybe let's do the NYX. This is Ginger Snap, and I love the fragrances of these. They're a lot of fun and they're fairly cheap, so they're just if you're wanting to play. Okay, so here's Ginger Snap. It'll deepen up the Charlotte, and it'll add more shine. Okay, if I wanted something to pop more, I could do the Glam Light. If I wanted that luminosity. Okay, let me do mascara real quick, and then we'll put on the glasses and see what we got going on. I'm doing it on camera. You guys will just have to bear with me. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in black. This has been my favorite mascara for a long time. More of a volumizing sort of situation. I don't need a ton of lengthening because if it gets too long, it'll run into my glasses. Remind me at some point in time to tell you about why I moved over from wearing my contacts to being primarily a glasses wearer. Has to do with women's fragrance. So anyway, all right, there is mascara. Let's take down the hair and we'll have a look, and then I'll show you some empties. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'll have to fluff my hair a wee bit after being in the headband. Okay, so there we go. All sorts of favorites. We'll judge the hair later. So I wanted to show you empties. This is the Peach and Lily serum. So this is in the Glass Skin serum line. It's very heavy, so you can't tell whether or not how much product you have left in it. But I like this serum, going through trying to go through all of my back stock of things while I'm in a low buy. But we're done with that. Also, I finished, so there's going to be 2 empty bottles because I finished one and I depotted the other. So this is the Vegamore, the hair growth serum. So I finished one, and then the other one I put into a spray bottle. That's basically the amount of one of these guys. I just was finding that towards the end of the bottle, it was really hard to get it out in the dropper, and I was just getting annoyed with it, and I couldn't get it out, and then I wasn't being able to use the last of my product. So I repotted this as spray, and then I'm gonna pull this into sections and spray. I've been just doing this at night after a shower. The hair grow, the pink ones, what it feels like, there are hair, like it isn't completely clear, and it isn't completely just water-like the more serious of the serums is. So this kind of feels like it has product for, you know, using some volume and things like that, as well as the hair grow properties of it. So you can feel it in your hair. So if you have too much of it on, you know, it can kind of feel like it's getting oily if you're using a lot of it. So just keep that in mind. I do not use it every night because my scalp is sensitive enough. This is a fairly sensitive friendly formula, but my scalp, after a while, because I do have some psoriasis going on everywhere, that can kind of have the psoriasis kind of get all itchy. So I really try and not use it every night. So kind of seeing some results, but I think, you know, if I were more regular about it, I would see more results of it, but my scalp would probably be more, not angry, but just feel like it's a little, you know, that whole something is non-comedogenic. This feels like it becomes comedogenic because the psoriasis is getting all riled up. So, but other than that, I like it. And if you were using it more sparingly, you could use it during the daytime, and it would add some volume if you were doing your hair. But for me, the best is just using it at night, post shower. So anyway, this is it. This is the look. The lips will wear down, and I might just go with gloss after that, but I wanted the Charlotte on first. So anyway, now we're ready for our day. I'm gonna get on the phones. Excitement, excitement. So anyway, hope you're doing well and you're using some of your favorites, and we'll see you in the next video.